Hi, Banff-Kananaskis. Well, things are certainly heating up on the nomination campaign trail, and now you've got four excellent candidates to choose from for who will be the next representative for the Alberta NDP in the next provincial election. Of course, I'm hoping you'll choose me, but I can appreciate how that decision is a little bit tricky, given that all four of us are pretty great and have a lot to offer. I wanted to take a second to tell you a little bit about what makes me and my experiences unique, and hopefully that this will help sway you to vote for me on March 27th at our nomination meeting. So first, my professional experience as a conservationist in the riding means that I inherently have a variety of relationships with diverse stakeholders. Achieving conservation objectives and land use planning objectives across a riding of this size means that we always have to work together. I'm very collaborative in how I approach my work, but more than that, I understand how to find common ground and to define solutions that address multiple concerns from multiple angles. It's one of my strengths, and it's definitely something that I think every MLA needs to have. Another thing that I bring to the table that's unique is the fact that I have traveled the majority of this riding for my work. I've walked on the trails, I've biked on the trails, I've driven on most of the roads, and I have friends and connections in almost every single municipality and town and acreage across this great riding. And one of the things I've learned is that the diversity of people who are attracted to live in a place like Banff-Kananaskis is incredible, and it's inspirational, and I think it's one of our greatest strengths. The other thing is that I have worked for Alberta Parks, so I've worked inside the government system as a public servant. So I have a lot of knowledge and awareness of policy, legislation, regulation, how all of those things relate together, which gives me a really solid understanding of what the role of an MLA is in influencing provincial policy and regulation. I also have worked as a volunteer for the Alberta NDP on the NDP Environment Caucus. I've been the co-chair for the last 2 years, and that has given me a lot of experience in understanding the NDP party, our policies and platforms, especially those around environmental issues. And I've also worked closely with our environment critic, Marlon Schmidt, on helping to either provide comment on various pieces of legislation and policy that the UCP has presented, or also in shaping some of what the NDP has proposed in the legislature. So I think these kinds of experiences that I've had really kind of separate me from my three competitors. Even though they're super great, I still think I'm the best person for the job. So if you are not yet a member of the Alberta NDP, you should become one. There will be a link in this post on where you can join. For $10, you become a member, which means on March 27th, you can vote for me in the nomination election. As always, I'm happy to talk to any of you. If you want to have a virtual meet and greet or a coffee, just put your name in the comments or DM me, and I'm happy to get back to you. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.